Jake Garcia's high school journey is an interesting one. Over a 4-year career, he attended 5 different high schools and did everything he could to prove he was the real deal. Although we probably won't see much playing time during the 2021 season, he could be the future of the Miami football program. But who is Jake Garcia? In the Who Is series, we go through the backstories of up-and-coming collegiate and pro athletes. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and let me know who you want to see in future episodes. Jake Garcia grew up in Southern California and is the son of former Nebraska quarterback Randy Garcia. Randy had a short-lived NFL career and went on to work for the Los Angeles Police Department, where he would serve for 33 years. Randy then retired when Jake started elementary school. Jake had a football in his hands before he could even fully hold it. He was weeks old when he started watching Cornhusker games with his father and started playing youth football at the age of 7. Jake wasn't the biggest fan of hitting according to his father, so he stuck with baseball until he was 13. Garcia returned to playing football in 8th grade and started working with quarterback guru Danny Hernandez multiple times a week. Garcia showed a lot of natural talent. Hernandez worked with Jake to help him become a more mature thrower and work on some technique stuff that has since been cleaned up. According to Hernandez, Garcia can throw the ball 70 yards downfield and is very accurate. Jake Garcia's high school journey is complicated. According to ESPN, Garcia actually repeated 8th grade to help grow physically and mentally. Then he started his high school career at Long Beach Poly, where he completed 68% of his passes for 408 yards and 6 touchdowns and sat behind Ole Miss's Matt Corral. Then the whole coaching staff left, so Garcia transferred to Newborn. He had to sit out 5 games his sophomore year, while during his junior year, Garcia threw for 2,301 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions while completing 70.3% of his passes. Unfortunately, Newborn was banned from the playoffs for academic misconduct, so Garcia then transferred to La Habra. Jake Garcia thought he'd finish his high school career in California, but fate thought differently. Garcia had not played a full season yet in high school and wanted to prove he was the real deal. The California high school football season was up in the air, so Garcia transferred to Valdosta High School in Georgia. Now, this was not a simple move. Okay, this may come off a little complicated, but after California decided to cancel their season, Jake and his father started looking for a place where he could play his senior year. His mother thought it may be in Arizona or Nevada, not Georgia. Valdosta had a quarterback opening, so Randy and Jake moved, but his mother couldn't due to her job. His mother told ESPN, "When I heard about Georgia, I thought, yeah, do it, whatever it takes. I know Randy was shocked because I'm afraid to be alone, and even Jake was shocked. They both said, well, we can't leave you. And I said, yeah, you can. Do it, whatever it takes. I want him to be in a good program. I want him to have a really strong senior season." There was one issue though. According to Georgia's transfer rule, the athlete must have a bona fide move to be immediately eligible, which means the student moved simultaneously with the entire parental unit or persons he/she resides with at the former school, and the student and parents or persons residing with the student live in the service area of the new school. So, Jake's parents had to get a legal divorce and planned to get remarried after Jake finished his season. So, Jake had a dream season at Valdosta, right? Well, no. The Georgia High School Association ruled Jake ineligible at Valdosta, so Jake transferred to Grayson High School, which was 4 hours away. His family needed to break a lease and find a new place to move to. Randy also needed to get a part-time security job, according to The Athletic, but said he'd do it all over again if he needed to. In 8 games at Grayson, Garcia threw for 1,237 yards, 14 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, and won a state title with the team as they blew everyone out. Garcia finished his high school career throwing for 4,278 yards, 47 touchdowns and 15 interceptions, while completing 66.4% of his passes in a crazy journey. According to 24/7 Sports Composite, Jake Garcia was a 4-star recruit who was the 5th best pro-style quarterback, 5th best player in Georgia, and 45th best player nationally. Garcia had over 23 different Division I offers from the likes of Auburn, Miami, Oregon, UCLA, and USC. Originally, Garcia committed to play for USC early in his high school career. After Bryce Young decommitted from the Trojans, head coach Clay Helton was on the hot seat. The following day, Jake committed to the Trojans, which helped Helton keep his job. Garcia knew USC was going to be bringing in another quarterback in his class, which turned out to be Miller Moss. Then, out of nowhere, USC decided to offer a third quarterback, Jackson Dart. Garcia found out USC offered a third quarterback through Twitter. He later got a call from USC saying they may offer a third quarterback after the news hit Twitter, and it was a little shady for him. Garcia did not decommit because USC offered a third quarterback. He decommitted due to the way USC handled the whole situation. Garcia's father told The Athletic, "Recruiting is a dirty, dirty business. I would have a lot more respect for the process had a USC coach put Miller and Jake on a conference call and said, 'Hey, listen, because of these reasons, we need a third quarterback in your class.'" He went on to say, "Because you know as well as I do, they called Jake and called Miller and said to both of them, 'We still think you're the dude in this class.' Well, if you're going to tell Jake that and Miller that separately, put us on a conference call at the same time and tell us who's the dude. You want to be transparent? Put us on a conference call. Tell the kids what's going on and let them make up their minds. But it's a dirty business and it's about the schools. It's not about the kids." So they put these kids in a bad spot because now the story is he's running from competition. Well, he's not running from competition. He's running from mistrust. Be upfront. When Garcia decommitted from USC, it opened up the door for Miami, who had been recruiting Garcia hard well before his junior year of high school. Garcia had taken 2 unofficial visits to Miami after his sophomore year, where he impressed Miami head coach Manny Diaz and offensive coordinator Dan Enos during 7-on-7 work, which quickly lifted Garcia to the top of Miami's recruiting board. Garcia checked off every box for Miami from an intangible standpoint, and had showed he had a QB1 type of personality with his leadership ability and the way he carried himself. Andy Vall, Miami's director of personnel, said, "Not that the guys in the room now don't have it, but the fact is, he's the kind of guy that you want as a quarterback in your system. The guy can play. I mean, you can see all the throws. He can make all the throws. He is athletic. He's not asked to do that a lot, but he's an athletic player who can make some things happen with his feet if he needs to." After Garcia committed to USC, Miami looked around for another quarterback, but never jumped into another quarterback race. They had a short list, but most of their eggs were in the Garcia basket. It was not just the coaches who were trying to get Garcia to commit to Miami, so were the players in his recruiting class. Anytime the fellow Miami recruits got a chance to talk to Garcia, they told him he had to come play at the U. The fan base also tried extremely hard to recruit Garcia. When asked about the fans, Garcia told The Athletic, "Those fans, the whole time I was committed to USC, those fans kept at it. It's not like they let me forget about it. Those fans are ridiculous, but I love those fans though. And they need to keep doing what they're doing for the upcoming classes too. They don't let you forget about Miami." When Garcia decided to commit to Miami, he told the coaches a day before he made it official, but surprised his future teammates. When his future teammates found out, they were very excited. Although Garcia is not known for his wheels like D'Eriq King is, he could fit in Rhett Lashley's offense a lot like Shane Buechele did when Lashley was the offensive coordinator at SMU. Lashley is known for adapting his offenses to what he has, and Garcia is excited to get the opportunity to run with it. With D'Eriq King coming off of a torn ACL, Garcia may be able to get some extra early reps until King is able to return during fall camp. Garcia told The Athletic, "The mindset for me going into it, no matter who's there, I'm coming in and I'm going to be the starting quarterback and I'm going to win the national championship. But if it doesn't work out that way, I'm completely fine with it. The redshirt year is a developmental year, and you get groomed and a redshirt year does not hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. It can actually help you, and if you play early, it could really mess you up sometimes. I just trust the process of it, and things will work itself out." In my opinion, Garcia is at Miami for the long run and does not want to go through the same transfer process he went through in high school. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other videos in the Who Is series. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.